Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to CINEKYD Television Theater. I'm Bob Clark, the Executive Director of CINEKYD Enterprises. I'm so pleased that you could be with us for 30 minutes of television programming created by kids. That's right. The next half hour has been designed entirely by boys and girls who range in age from 7 to 17 years. They're part of the CINEKYD family. Let's get the show rolling. Believe it or not, when I grow up, the production team went to the Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time Theater and spoke to the owner. Now, who in heaven's name would ever want to own a place called the Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time Theater? Well, the man's name is Mr. Murray Isidore, and Dave talked with him as a part of When I Grow Up.
Have you ever been to Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time Theater? Well, if not, this is the show for you. Because we took our CINEKYD mobile video crew, consisting of cameraman Mark Weaver and John Bethard, all the way out to Northeast Philadelphia to do a special taping at Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza Time Theater. Hi, I'm David Trachtenberg on When I Grew Up. This week, we're going to have the first half of a segment at Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time Theater. Our guest this week is the owner of this particular one. His name is Murray Isidore. Hi.
Hi, Dave.
Okay, well, let's start out. For those viewers who are not quite sure what this is, could you tell them what is the Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time Theater?
Well, Dave, it's a combination of family entertainment center. It combines food, entertainment, games, and rides for families with young children. And we hope it's a good time for the parents as well as the kids.
Who was the creator and what made him want to do such a thing?
Well, the founder of Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza Time Theater is a fellow by the name of Nolan Bushnell. And Nolan's first claim to fame was that he founded the Atari company several years ago, and he invented the first video game called Pong. Several years ago, he became interested in making young children more aware of computers and all of the fun that you can have with them. And that really started Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza Time Theater, so kids could learn to play the games and learn a little bit more about computers.
What do you think he wanted to accomplish?
Well, I think he wanted to expand the market, expand the horizons of computers. Computers started out being completely within the realm of adults. And it wasn't until video games became popular that kids started to learn, almost without thinking about it, how computers worked. Because in order to be successful in a game, you had to be able to work with a computer.
Well, for those people who had never been here before, what could you tell them they'd find here when they walked in through the front doors?
Well, I think they'd find sort of an indoor Disneyland. There's several things that you can do here, and they're very different. You can have dinner, you can have sundaes, you could listen to our different shows, you can watch TV on a big screen, you can play all different kinds of games, and you can play with our walk-around characters. But all in all, it's just a place where kids can just have a lot of fun.
Well, in addition to Chuck E. Cheese himself, who is the star of the show, what other characters are there?
Well, there's Pasquale, who's our pizza chef. There's Mr. Munch, who's a purple pizza eater. There's Jasper T. Giles, who's a guitar-playing country hound. There's Madame Oink, who's our Parisian pig. And there's the King, who's a 7-foot lion that is probably the hottest rock and roll singer in the Northeast.
Could you tell me a little bit more about him?
Well, the King has his own room. and he plays a guitar, wears a gold lame suit, sounds suspiciously like Elvis Presley, and really entertains both kids and adults. I think the adults who grew up with Elvis Presley can really identify with him.
Well, these are not humans wearing costumes. How do they work?
Well, it's a system called cyberamics, Dave. It's controlled by computer, and the characters operate through the use of compressed air. The computers tell them when to move, and they respond. And all of the characters operate in conjunction with each other, so that they put on a complete show.
Who does the voices?
Well, the voices are done by professionals in California. All of the voices are copyrighted, so that Chucky's voice is the only voice you'll hear out of Chucky. And Pizza Time Theater in California puts together the program skits that we use here in the store.
How do they keep the voice in track with the movements?
Well, it's by means of a tape, and just like you know of stereo systems, this is a tape that has two tracks. On one side is the voice and music, and on the other side is the data that tells the computers what to make the puppets do. And since they're on the same spot in the tape and play at the same time, when a certain voice command is heard, the corresponding movement goes right along with it, because the tape plays through continuously.
What do you think is the difference between Chuck E. Cheese and the basic fast food restaurant?
Well, there's really not an awful lot that's similar between a fast food restaurant and a Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza Time Theater. Just by the name, fast food means get your food fast and get out fast. And quite honestly, the stores are based on getting people in and out quickly. In fact, most of their business is takeout. Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza Time Theater is not based on that at all. In fact, most families stay here for over 2 hours when they come. We want you to come and relax and spend as long as you like here. And the longer you stay, the better we like it, because the more fun you're going to have.
What interested you into becoming the owner?
Well, the first time I saw a Pizza Time Theater, I think I reacted purely as a businessman. It seemed to me that video games were a good business to be in, that pizza was a good business to be in, and that taken as a whole, it was a good business opportunity. But I think what sold me on it the most was when I took my kids to a Pizza Time Theater, I guess about a year ago, in Maryland. And I think an adult can appreciate it as a business, but you have to watch how a young child reacts to the whole store and see the magic, see the light in their eyes, before you realize how powerful the concept of Chuck E. Cheese is on young children. And my children are here today, and you still can't get them out of the place.
How are the employees selected, and what are the different jobs that are held so the place can run every night?
Well, there are various jobs, obviously. There are jobs in the kitchen involving making the pizza, making the dough for the pizza, getting the drinks together, coordinating the orders, the sandwiches and the pizza, cashier jobs. Out here at this part of the restaurant, there are people who bust the tables, who are attendants in the game room, who handle the many birthday parties. We have a doorman. Most of the people hired here were hired out of ads in the paper. We hired a little over 90 people. We had 400 respond to the ad. And I think the major trait we looked for in an employee was the ability to smile and the ability to have a happy attitude, even when you were filled with a store full of people looking for their food and running all over the place. Most of the kids have to like dealing with small children and their parents, and I think that's the major characteristic we look for in our employees.
You said before you have birthday parties here. What is done for these parties?
Well, there's quite a bit. A birthday party includes, obviously, food, drink, ice cream sundaes, tokens to play our games, a special skit performed by the Pizza Time players, a visit to the table by Chuck E. Cheese himself, and in many cases a birthday cake. And it's become so popular that on weekends there are birthday parties going on virtually from the time we open until 7, 8 o'clock at night.
Why don't you just give a little bit of background on yourself and your family and that kind of thing?
Well, I have 3 girls. I'm married. I'm an attorney and a real estate developer, not necessarily in that order. And I'm always interested in something that's new and exciting and hopefully a lot of fun. And I think that's why I like Pizza Time Theater so much. It's a business, yes. It's a job, yes. But we have a lot of fun. Everybody involved here has a lot of fun. And that's the thing I like about it the most.
Well, as we ask every guest that comes on to When I Grow Up, what do you want to do in the future as the owner of Chuck E. Cheese?
Well, we hope to develop this concept throughout the Delaware Valley. Our franchise includes 8 counties in and around Philadelphia, and we're in the process of selecting several sites on which to build other Pizza Time theaters. Hopefully, 3 years from now, Chuck E. Cheese is going to be as well known in Philadelphia as Mickey Mouse. Beyond that, I really don't know where we're going to head. It may be that we're going to take Pizza Time and change it into something else, or get involved in a whole new concept. But I do think that the leisure time, recreational kind of business is the one that appeals to me most, and we'll probably be involved in something like that.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Isidore. I appreciate talking to you, and I'm sure the folks at home appreciate talking to you.
Thank you, Dave.
And we hope you watch the next segment of When I Grow Up, because we'll be continuing the show of the Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time Theater. Thank you and good night. This is David Trachtenberg.
Thank you, Dave, and thank you, Mr. Isidore. We enjoyed the presentation, and those of us involved in the taping, we enjoyed the visit to Chuck E. Cheese as well. And now, from something so pleasant and so much fun, we take you to Oakdale. For the past weeks, things have been getting more and more confusing. What is happening to the campaign? Will the campaign be successful? Who are the people who drift in and out of the Oakdale West restaurant? All this and more this week as we now join the skeleton in the closet.
Okay, kid. Tell me exactly what happened from the beginning.
Just a minute, officer.
No, it's Detective Saunders.
Yeah, well. Now, the reason I called you is for help, and all we've been doing is exchanging questions and answers.
Look, lady, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about how our department works. I am not a patrolman. I am a detective. And when someone calls me about finding a human hand in their backyard...
Excuse me, sir, but it is not exactly a human hand, but precisely it's the bones of a human hand.
Yeah, right, kid. Now, we realize now that we have these bones of the deceased, that's a police term, that the deceased has been dead for quite some time now.
Well, I should hope so. Well, not being a criminologist or anything, but from the standpoint of an amateur, I would guesstimate that the deceased has been in the ground for over 50 years.
Oh, and how would you know that?
Well, I like to study science, and I like to read books.
Well, we'll let the lab boys take care of that. Now...
Aunt Tilly, we're going over to... Oh, hello.
Hello?
Susan, dear, this is Officer...
No, it's Detective.
Yeah.
Detective Saunders of the Oakdale PD.
PD?
Police Department.
Oh, you're a cop?
No, I'm a detective.
Oh, that sounds so exciting. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Debbie Gordon. My brother and I, we live next door.
Mm-hmm.
How do you do, sir? My name is Dennis Gordon. As my sister said, we live next door. Yeah, next door. And that's exactly where we're going.
Oh, it's been nice meeting you.
It's been so nice meeting you, too.
I'm sure we'll meet again.
Okay, kid, how about you and the lady take me out to the backyard and show me exactly where you found this hand?
Fiorella, why don't you show him? I'm going to get a shawl. Yes, sir.
Oh, hello, Aunt Tilly. Is that the,
Yes, don't touch it.
Oh, we weren't thinking of it. Say, there's a police car out front.
Yeah, was there an accident or something?
No. I called the police. This is official business.
Oh, Aunt Tilly, couldn't you have just put it in a box and quietly taken it down to the police station? I mean, I'm running for mayor. I can't have this kind of adverse publicity. Melanie, see if you can explain it to her.
You see, Aunt Tilly, with Leslie running for mayor, she can't have this kind of image. I mean, between the hand and the coffin, just the hand, and the police cars, the police getting involved. Forget it, Leslie, I'm not getting through.
You see what I have to put up with?
Ladies, if you will excuse me, I have official business to attend to.
I have a feeling that this problem could become an issue in my campaign. Melanie, you've got to help me. I'll get it. Yes?
Hello, Miss Barrett.
Yes?
Miss Leslie Barrett.
Yes?
Miss Barrett, who is running for mayor.
Yes, I am.
I would like a few moments of your time.
Oh, certainly. Come on in. I'd like to introduce you to my campaign manager. This is Melanie Ross. Miss
Valentine. Margot Valentine.
Oh,
May I have a seat, please?
oh, certainly. You were inquiring about my running for mayor?
Yes.
I don't recall seeing you in Oakdale before.
No, I'm new in town.
Are you living in Oakdale now?
No, I'm here on a little bit of business and pleasure.
Oh, that's nice. Well, Miss Valentine, what is it that we can do for you?
I would like to talk to you about the hand.
Delicious.
Yep.
Would you care for some dessert?
Thanks, I'm full.
You sure?
Positive.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Is everything okay?
Just superb.
That's good. Would you care for some dessert?
No thanks. We'll take our check now.
Sure. By the way, are you staying here in Oakdale or just passing through?
I will be staying a few days. I'm on vacation.
Oh, that's great.
My Uncle Kirk's a private investigator.
That's nice.
He even carries a gun.
That's nice.
Buddy.
Bud.
Bud. Do you know what a private investigator is?
Yeah, that's what you are.
Yeah, but do you know what a private investigator does?
Yeah, he drives fancy cars, has a lot of girlfriends, and carries that big cannon.
Some of those things are true. But in our business, you can't advertise certain things like carrying a gun.
Why?
Well, because a private investigator has to keep some things private, like carrying a gun. Okay?
Okay.
Good.
Here's your check, sir.
Oh, thank you.
And did you enjoy your meal?
Oh, it's delicious.
That's good.
Where's the lady?
Mabel, my partner, she's back there at the counter. I guess she'll take your check.
Okay. I seem to be a little short on change, and I'll bring the tip back.
Oh, that's fine. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, Amy, darling.
Amy, darling.
Yes, and aren't I being sweet?
table. There's customers here. You're supposed to be back in the kitchen.
There were customers here. And from what I can see, they ate every bite of me fine cooking. And now you are going to go in the kitchen with me to help me cook.
Me help? Who said?
Mabel. And if you don't help me cook, the Oakdale West restaurant will no longer have a cook. Right this way, Abe, me darling.
I'm the owner of this place. What is this?
That's a big tip.
Yeah, let's go.
My dad used to spend all that for a whole meal.
Okay, buddy, let's go.
The part of Melanie Ross has been portrayed by Jill Degenhart. Leslie Barrett has been portrayed by Roseanne McEwen. Suzanne Barrett has been portrayed by Jamie Gorman. Aunt Tilly has been portrayed by Wendy Waldman. Ennis Gordon has been portrayed by Danny Kopp. Debbie Gordon has been portrayed by Robin Degenhart. Fiorello T. Cronin has been portrayed by Scott Mulvey. Abel Sullivan has been portrayed by Joanne Sisto. Abe Sullivan has been portrayed by Stan Skowski. Detective Craig Saunders has been portrayed by Ed Cleaves. Margot Valentine has been portrayed by Mindy Trachtenberg. Kirk Baxter has been portrayed by Scott Randolph. Buddy Baxter has been portrayed by Tom Trudgeon. From Oakdale to Hollywood. Well, if not Hollywood, Willow Grove. And we take you to our Cinema Arts Department, where once again, it's time to remember how things were when we first were starting. The kinds of movies we made, the kinds of projects that we considered important. And they are all captured for us by Mark Weaver in his series called The Way We Were.
This is Mark Weaver again for The Way We Were, the program where we look back at ourselves and even poke a little fun at some of our earlier attempts at filmmaking. This week's film was made in the summer of 1979. You might even recognize a couple of the people in it. Let's watch.
Don't knock it until you try it.
Not just anybody. Help. You know I need someone. Help. When I was younger, so much younger than today, I never needed anybody's help in any way. Now these days are gone and I'm not so.
That hat fits him so well.
Now I find a gentle mind and open up the doors. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me? Now my life has changed in so many ways. My independence seems to vanish in the haze. But every now and then I feel so insecure. I know that I just need your light I never done before. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back.
Dramatic art at its finest.
Won't you please, please help me? When I was younger, so much younger than today, I never needed anybody's help in any way.
Now that guy right there is Paul Southey. Now he was editor of Nickelodeon on CINEKYD Theater.
Change my mind and open up the doors. And now my life has changed.
Now that right there is Chris Wilson, and he's the new editor of Nickelodeon on CINEKYD Theater. This was, of course, a few years back, but still.
I never done before. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground.
There's the culprits.
Won't you please, please help me? When I was younger, so much younger than today.
Whoops, wonder who that could be.
Now these days are gone, I'm not so self-assured. Now I find how to change my mind and open up the doors. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me? Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my...
Well, that's that. But don't worry, there's a lot more where that came from. I'd like to thank you for watching The Way We Were, and I'll be seeing you in the weeks to come on CINEKYD Theater. I'm Mark Weaver. Good night.
Thank you, Mark. Now, ladies and gentlemen, join me as we take a look at the CINEKYD bulletin board.
This Saturday night at 7:30, CINEKYD's Family Movie Night series presents Abbott and Costello in Who Done It, a great comedy about a murder during a mystery show broadcast. It is also Chuck E. Cheese Night, when all fun and surprises are sponsored by Chuck E. Cheese's restaurant in Philadelphia, just featured here on CINEKYD Theater. Tickets are $1.25 in advance and $1.50 at the door. Join the fun at CINEKYD's Gordon Odeon when Chuck E. Cheese and Abbott and Costello get together for a great time. For more information, call 659-4696.
I sincerely hope in the weeks to come that you'll be able to join us for some of the activities. You know, every week I issue the same invitation, and believe it or not, it works. So I'm going to do it again this week. Any boy or girl in our viewing audience who is interested in acting, operating the equipment, working in television, radio, movies, still photography, graphic arts, makeup, costuming, building sets, and a variety of other activities, believe it or not, including our brand new CINEKYD Journal magazine. Why don't you go to your telephone and give us a call right now? The number is 659-4696. That's the first step. Then come on by and visit the campus. Meet the kids, meet the teachers. We'd love to have you as a part of the CINEKYD family. Okay? Okay. Until next week then, same time, same channel. This is Bob Clark. Good night, and God bless.